Okay. Welcome, 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 everyone. Thank you all for joining this evening and having an opportunity to resume our conversation and to finally get to announce our scholarship awards for this year's 2026 Youth Career and College Excellence Summit. I'm Dr. Christie, and I have enjoyed spending the last 2 days with you all and really learning from you, but also engaging with you. So thank y'all so very much. And I do want to welcome our esteemed scholarship sponsors from Magnus Temple number 3. Thank you all for joining us tonight as well, and any other donors that are on or parents that are joining us. Thank y'all so much for your resilience and for your ability to pivot and join us tonight. And as I've been saying all weekend, a delay is not a denial when it comes down to pouring and investing in our youth and the magnificent work that they're doing in so many different regards. All right, so I'm going to just remind everybody to mute your lines. Feel free to come off of mute if you have any questions or you want to share on anything. We are recording this event so that we want to be able to showcase our scholarship winners and our announcements moving forward. Also, just to remind you, the slides from this weekend summit and recordings will be made available for all of you to go back and reference. And with that being said, we're going to kick right into our program. So, I also want to remind you all that the resources are on my website. If you do not have the link, here it is, and the QR code. I highly recommend that you save the link and the QR code so that you can reference many of the things that we talked about and some of the reference materials. Also, I know all of my youth career and college excellence teens and young adults took the survey yesterday. If you did not, as a reminder, I'm putting it back here so that you can please fill out the survey so that we can continue to improve and grow this program. And I will tell you, this program is absolutely growing. We started 6 years ago in 2021 and it has grown this year. I love the individuals that show up to this summit are here because you want to be here. And I love hosting programming with young adults and teens that want to be in a space where they can get knowledge, information, wisdom, and also an opportunity for scholarship funding. So thank you all again for that. And please share your feedback so we can bring topics that are of interest to you to next year's summit and beyond. Speaking of next year's summit, save the date. August 7th and 8th, 2027. I'm trying to catch y'all before you go off to college and other things. If you're a transitioning or a rising, you'll be a rising senior or excuse me, a rising college freshman next year. I want to make sure we catch you and also catch all of our returning college students. You can scan the QR code and register now and know that your seat is already secured. And I'll make sure I share these links and QR codes with you. Next, I want to move right on into our scholarship discussion for tonight. So, for all of our guests who joined us, I want to give you a little snapshot of what they were asked to do with their scholarships. All of our teens and our college students were asked to complete a scholarship application at the end of the first day. And every year with the summit, we do it this way. We have great programming on that Saturday. And at the end of the day on Saturday, we actually provide instructions on how all of the cohort can apply for scholarships. Believe it or not every student applies for scholarships. But this group you see here tonight, every last one of them did. I'm so excited. We allowed high school students, whether they're in the ninth grade through the 12th grade, current college students, graduate students, and those who are interested in a vocational trade school or community college. We did not discriminate on who could be eligible for our scholarships. The good thing is we had different donors who had different requirements. And so I worked hard to match the donors' requirements with the applicants we received. So that is the good part. We also factored in their summit attendance. So if they attended both days and they engaged well within the 2 days, they were in the running for the scholarships. They had until 11:59 on Saturday evening to submit their full application packages. Now, the reason why Dr. Christie does this every year, y'all, and I don't know if I explained it this way during the instructions. I do this because I want y'all to get in the habit of staying ready so you don't have to get ready. And so sometimes an opportunity, you may be blessed with the opportunity and it's going to come so quick and you might not have time to take 2 weeks to pull together an application. So this was in an effort to A, see if you could follow directions, B, if you could submit by a deadline, and C, to make sure that you could pull together the necessary documents to execute when it's time to go. So thank y'all for rising to the occasion. You have to complete your application. They have to share their academic verification, whether they had a college acceptance, enrollment letter, school schedule, something of that regard. They have to share their GPA, their report card, or their unofficial transcripts, their scholar profile, or their resume. And this was a template we provided if you didn't already have a resume. So thank you all for those who didn't have a resume. Now you have a starting point. And so that's the other piece for this exercise. I want to make sure you have the tools when you leave this summit to go and be great beyond this summit. And then they provided us with a nice headshot. And any of y'all, and some of y'all didn't, if you don't have a professional headshot, everybody needs to get one. So that's your homework assignment if you don't have a pro headshot to create one, even if you're standing at home in front of a blank wall or a white wall, but a nice outfit on, create a professional headshot. They also wrote a 500-word essay and submitted a 60 to 90-second video. All from the summit ended at 3 p.m. So from 3 p.m. Saturday night to 11:59 p.m. that night, they were busy working and they did a phenomenal job. Their essay, I asked them to write about a career aspiration that they had or that they were interested in, share about the school that they were interested in attending. How much was that school program going to cost them to get that education? What and or who inspired them to choose that career field? And what would they do to make an impact in their community based on their chosen career field? And some of them included stats and facts to help substantiate. I also challenged this group that they could not use artificial intelligence to write their essay. They could use it to refine it, to edit it, to clean it up, but they could not use that as a starting point because I could tell. And let me just say, I'm super proud of y'all. I did not find not one AI written as resume in the group. So somebody give me a reaction or clap it up with a reaction because I can't find mine. But I should see some hearts and some claps on that one. Y'all rose to the occasion. And then this year was the first time, y'all are the first group that I actually had to create personal videos, 60 to 90 seconds. None of you went over the video count. Great job. And I asked you to do two things. Capture a video that was personally about you, that shared the takeaways that you learned from day one of the summit. So tell me what you got from the summit. And the second thing I asked you to do was to create a career roadmap. What is your plan for your career? Y'all rose to the challenge with that too. So great job in both cases. This is how we evaluated your applications. This is what took so long. I wanted to make sure I did not disenfranchise any of you who worked so hard. You received 35 points if you actively engaged in the summit. Cameras on, interacting, asking great questions. You received 20 points just by submitting a complete, a quality, and professional application. 15 points for your GPA. Now, you all may say, well, Dr. Christie, I had a really high GPA. Why didn't you emphasize points for the GPA more than some of these other areas? Because I was more interested in the total well-rounded individual than just your academic performance. I wanted to give credit for it, but not enough to sway some of the other factors like your essay and your video. Your scholar profile or your resume received 25 points. Your videos, 40 points. I wanted you to shine. Tell me about you. I wanted to get to know y'all through your video. And finally, Your essay, which is what most scholarship entities, they put a lot of merit on nowadays, are your essays. So guess what? So did I. So with that being said, let me give you a little bit of feedback because this is one of the most important parts. The money is important, but the feedback on how you show up beyond this scholarship application will absolutely matter going forward. So I looked across all of your applications and looked for those common themes, and I'm sharing those here for you all to take it back and learn from it. When it came to your application, you submitted a full package. Most of you submitted a full package. Now, in a couple of cases, I was missing some things. Now, let me tell y'all like this. I would tell my own sons and nieces and nephews the same thing. If you're not going to submit the full package, don't submit it at all. Here's why. The first thing an evaluator is going to do is put together a checklist. Do I have the headshot? Do I have the video, the essay, et cetera, et cetera? If I'm missing any one of those, it's going to the side. So why submit it if you're not going to do it in its entirety? Now, several of you I reached out to because you actually submitted it, like a video, for example, and I just it didn't convert well for me. But you had it to send to me right away when I reached out to you. That's totally different. But if you didn't submit it, your score was extremely reduced by the lack of submission. Secondly, submit your application by the deadline. Great job with complying with the deadline for many of you. These are some basics that I want y'all to go back to. Capitalize your proper nouns and stop using acronyms that you have not defined. If you are in the 11th, 12th grade or in college, oof, I hope that's not the case in college, and you're still writing your city in lowercase letters, out of order on any job application or scholarship application. Things that are proper need to be capitalized and others do not have to be. If you're using acronyms, nobody knows what COT is, nobody knows what BGC is, or whatever that acronym is, except you. Spell it out first, and if you're going to use it again, put it in parentheses. Then you can use the acronym throughout the rest of the document. But acronyms you can use the same 3 letters to mean 10 different things. So help people out who don't know what you mean. Use your full address. This should have been number 1. What if I told y'all I had scholarship recipients that I wanted to send their check to, and I didn't have their full address? They left off their apartment number. Or, surprisingly, some forget to put their state or their zip code. Get back to the basics. Know the full street address, number included, city, state, and zip code every time you submit any application. And lastly, on the applications, please use a phone number that if somebody calls you, it'll ring to you. I had an individual earlier this year lose out on a scholarship, and I can't make this up, but she gave the scholarship entity her home line number at her house, and they kept calling because they had a question, and she was never home during the day to receive the call, and they gave her scholarship to someone else. So I highly recommend you use a mobile number, whether it's yours or a parent, whomever you know will pick up the phone when it rings, and use that number. I had to call several of you today to make sure I could get a better video, and 100% of y'all answered the call. So thank you for that. Your scholar profile, pay attention to your formatting. It shouldn't be bolded over here, Times New Roman, and this part is Arial font, 12 font, 10 font. You have to make sure your work reflects your brand and professionalism. Remove bullets. If there's a line that doesn't pertain to you, don't just put NA, remove it from your profile or your resume so that it's clean, concise, and it stands out. If some of you didn't include your GPA, I recommend that you include your GPA on the education section. List out your most current experience, whether it's a job related experience, community service, that should be first. So it should be 2026 2025, 2023, the most current thing you've done should be first. And then you should a decreasing order from there. Highlight your leadership experience. Many of y'all were missing captain of the football team, chairman of X, senior president of, president of X, senior class president. You have to highlight those things on your scholar profile. If you've attended conferences, you can include those. I know somebody on here for a fact. I was at a conference last month who was on center stage. That should be highlighted on your scholar profile. If you're moderating a panel, add it to it. If you are a speaker, add it to it, y'all. Even if you go this summit, add this summit and say you're an attendee. So I think you get my point, but highlight those things that you're doing that differentiate you from everybody else. Your videos were really good. Just a couple of things. Consider you're making it a little bit more interesting. I'll admit, some of y'all videos was boring. They went like this. Hi. Some of y'all didn't even tell me your name in your video. You just said, one takeaway I had. That's how it started. Mm-mm. You didn't get the highest points for that. And if you sounded like this on your video, hi, I want to, you took off points for that. You have to be able to articulate, speak up, just like I'm speaking now, have a little bit of energy, show a little bit of personality and character, and smile. It's okay to smile. And lastly, please don't read word for word when you're putting together a video from me or anybody else. What I highly recommend, you can have up a script or a few talking points, but they should be bullets so that it can be a memory jogger for you to say, share your name, share what school you went to, but you don't want to say, hi, my name is Dr. Christie. I went to, that's not the experience you want to create from somebody watching you on video. So please take that to heart as you are putting videos together in the future. Your essays. Many of y'all essays were great, but your compelling statement at the beginning was boring. I want to be a nurse when I grow up. Okay, I'm sleep. It's a 2, 3 paragraphs remaining, and you haven't caught my attention. So your starting line, that first sentence, it needs to be the most compelling thing about your essay so that people will want to read more about you. I'm going to give you an example in a minute. Limit the use of contractions. In professional writing, I wouldn't recommend you using don't, can't, won't, shouldn't. You should spell it out. Should not, will not, has not. Spell those things out in your writing. And again, tell a more interesting story about you. So the last thing I want to talk about when it comes to essays, yes, I pulled an excerpt. David, I don't know if you're on. I can't tell if David is on or not. I don't think David is on. He probably would appreciate me
I'm
using
his
his.
mom,
Oh, hi, Mom. Wait, where's Mom? I thought I heard her talking.
Wendy Morgan.
Hi, Wendy. Hi. Thank you for joining us again. David is a repeat summit participant, and share this back with David. He wrote a phenomenal essay. His first sentence was slightly boring. I kept reading, though that was the case. But this was a perfect situation to show y'all how you can use AI to help. Y'all ready? Now, on the left, let me get a volunteer to read the first 2 sentences. Anybody? Thank you, Trevor.
When I was little, I took my first open cockpit airplane ride in a World War II training aircraft. Listening to the engine roar to life, it's lit a passion within me.
Now, stop. Now, that was okay, right? I mean, did it like, ooh, let me read more? It was like, oh, this is about he likes to fly, something dealing with, aircraft. This is good. It's good. It's just not great. So let me tell you what Dr. Christie did. I took this whole paragraph on the left and I said, I'm going to put it into AI. I'm going to put it into Google Gemini. Put it into Google Gemini, and this is the prompt in black. I said, help me draft a more compelling opening sentence. Compelling opening scholarship essay hook based on the following introductory paragraph. And then I pasted his entire paragraph that you see here in. It was his original writing, but now AI is going to help me refine that one sentence. You see the difference? This is what he came up with. Love it. Read that sentence where it says revised opener.
Suspended in midair at the age of 9, with nothing but goggles and a prayer, I looked down at the shrinking earth and realized that I looked down at the shrinking earth and realized gravity was no longer my boss.
Which one y'all like better? Put in the chat if it's a 1 or a 2. Put in the chat if it's a 1 or a 2.
He read it. Mm-hmm, he did.
Please put him in, because see, this is the value of AI. AI is going to help give you ideas, and it's going to take what's already like your experiences, things that matter to you, and bring them to life in a way that you couldn't imagine.
He must have, because I didn't.
Okay, Cassandra, could you mute your line, please?
I'm so sorry. I
Thank
apologize.
you. Appreciate it. All right. So that is my point. Did y'all put anything in the chat? One or two? His original? Okay, I can't. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's coming in now. For some reason, I can't see my chat too good. But that's what I want y'all to do with your essay writing. You create the original version, then go back. You can write your whole essay, but then go back to your opening hook and say, is this going to bore me? If I was reading my own work, would I be bored? If the answer is yes, I can guarantee you 100% of the other people are going to be bored too. So go back and work on that hook just like he did. And now it changed my entire experience wanting to read the rest of his essay. All right, so that is that. Without further ado, we're going to move into the scholarship awards. For the past 6 years, it has been on my spirit, and it has been a dream of mine to have this event every August virtually so I can reach y'all all across the country and also be able to award scholarships. And that has been the dream and the reality for 6 years. I started out with 6 scholarship recipients in 2021 with $2,600. And I'm pleased to say, as of 2026, I have 20. So 20 out of the 35 of y'all who submitted an application will be getting a scholarship award tonight for a total of $12,000 from our phenomenal scholarship sponsors. So I'm excited. The total amount through this year, through 2026, I will have given out $33,600 to over 63 teens and young adults. This, nothing I can think of professionally gives me more joy than being able to say things like that. So give yourselves a hand as I go and move forward. We would be remiss if we didn't thank our scholarship sponsors. They are the ones who helped us to get to that $12,000 and that 20 awards. Boys and Girls Club of Greater Washington, the Buffy Foundation, Inc., Magnus Temple number 3, woo woo, they're on with us tonight. Antioch Baptist Church, Flora J. Foshi Scholarship, the Ronald L. Chambliss Scholarship, the QW Consulting LLC Scholarship, the Ultimus IT Scholarship, and the Chambliss Consulting LLC Scholarship. I know we have several of the scholarship sponsors on, so I want to go to Magnus Temple first and give them an opportunity just to share a few remarks with y'all. Magnus Temple, thank you for joining.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Wilson. Good evening. My name is Stephen Goodson. I am the illustrious potentate of Magnus Temple number 3 here in Alexandria, Virginia. And it is my pleasure for us to support this twice. I think this is our second year that we're supporting you guys, Doctor. So it is, and I just want to speak for all of the nobles. We have several other nobles on here, and I won't take up too much time, but nobles, if you're on, could you unmute and say hello?
Hello.
Hey, Noble here.
I'm Noble Watson.
All right, outstanding. So on behalf of Magnus Temple number 3 and the nobles that are on, it is our joy to bring our 2026 Gregory F. Monk Scholarship to the Youth Career and College Excellence Summit this year. And we have two $1,000 scholarships that you mentioned before. So it pleases us to support this group. And I just want to say that for our college students, our high school students, and our technical students, just keep doing what you're doing. This is a pleasure for us to be participating with you and joining in with you and partnering with you, Dr. Wilson. I will say that this is just not the start for some of you. This is just the start of a long career. And I think that you guys are going to do great. Just sitting here listening to you, Dr. Wilson, and listening to the young individuals get on and speak a little bit. It just overjoys me. So we just want to say thank you for allowing us to participate. Thank you for allowing us to continue to partner with you. And just know that we'll be here in the future for you also. With that said, I just want to say once again, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you all so very much for joining us, but for being a trusted partner and allowing us to be good stewards of your scholarship funds and to really be able to thank you for investing in some of the brightest minds that are really moving forward in pursuit of their education. So we really do appreciate you. Also, Cassandra. So let me give y'all Chambliss Consulting LLC. Miss Cassandra is my actual sister. I have a set of older twin sisters, and she is my oldest of the two twin sisters. And for year after year after year, she has also donated with her business towards the summit. So, Cassandra, could you share a few words as well? And you're on mute.
Thank you, Christy. Good evening. I just want to bring you greetings on behalf of Chambliss Consulting LLC. Additionally, I am bringing you greetings on behalf of Flora J. Foshee Scholarship. Flora J. Foshee is our grandmother. She donated a scholarship. And Ronald L. Chambliss is our father, and he's deceased. So there's also a scholarship donated in his name. I want to tell you all that how you show up in person and on paper matters. And I was very impressed with this year's panel, the students and the participants. This was a very invigorating and exciting summit. I attend every year. Yes, because Christy's my sister, but because I like engaging with young people. But I just want to share with you, as education is under attack across this country, I appreciate your commitment to excellence, your commitment to growing, getting your education, learning about yourself, learning about others, and doing everything you can to help your parents support you as you all matriculate through school. Please note that we support you. We have your back. And just know that I put a couple of times in the chat my contact information. I'll share it again. I help folks under Chambliss Consulting with resume writing, interview coaching, job and internship search support. And I work with students from high school all the way up through career executives. So I just want you to know you have a contact. If you need assistance, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Congratulations in advance to all the scholarship winners. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, big sister. She often tells people I'm her little big because I'm the little sister who acts like the big sister. So thank you, big sister. I appreciate that. All right. So we are now going to move forward with our awards. Now, as we announce the scholarship awards, these are some of the recommended ways that I would like for you to use your scholarship awards. Certainly, if you are in high school still and you're not in your senior year, certainly use them for an SAT or an ACT prep course because all of the scholarship funds will be issued directly to the recipients by check. Not to the schools, not to the colleges, but directly to the recipients at the addresses that you included on your application. So you can use it for SAT or ACT prep, your college applications, all my seniors, high school seniors. Don't blow this money on video games and sneakers. Use it to help with your college applications. If you're in college or headed to college, save it for your tuition, room, and board. Books, supplies, computer, software applications, because many of those things have fees and costs associated with them. And if you're an individual who's interested in getting a certification or a license, this would be a great way to use the educational funds that you will receive. Again, I want to emphasize the checks will be mailed directly to you at your address on your application. Please allow 2 to 3 weeks for processing. I have to make sure I get all the scholarship funds in, and then I will draft a congratulatory letter, and that will be mailed out to each of you. And generally, I will reach out to you when it's on the way. I'll send you an email and say, hey, Cassandra, your scholarship, blah, blah, blah. Congratulations, your scholarship check has been mailed. You can expect it around X time frame. On every blue moon, I'll have a donor who takes a little longer getting a check, but I'll communicate that too if that's the challenge. All right, so let's move on into it. Drum roll. I need my sound effects. For our first scholarship, for the BGCGW Center of Transformation, first of all, Greater Washington has probably 5 or 6 scholarships. The first goes to Miss Adriana R., one of our Greater Washington Club kids from our Jelliff Club, who also participated in COT. She's from Washington, D.C., and she's a high school senior with a career interest in law. So, Adriana R. from Jelliff,
Oh,
this
yeah,
is
that's
your
me.
scholarship.
Oh, thank you.
The next scholarship goes to Connor C., a Boys and Girl Club kid from Naval Submarine Base Kings Bay. He is one of our
Yeah.
BGCGW scholarship recipients participating in our Center of Transformation program. He's from Georgia, high school junior with a career interest in psychology. You will be receiving a $500 scholarship award. So, congratulations, Connor.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
You're welcome. You're welcome. The next scholarship goes to Gabriel C. And I'm trying not to use your full names. Gabriel is a current college student from the University of Central Florida. He's a junior this year, and he is majoring in aerospace engineering. Now, Gabriel, not only is he in college, he's also a BGC alum from Sarasota, DeSoto, and he was in our COT program a few years ago, y'all. So we love staying connected and taking care of our alums. So congratulations, Gabriel,
Thank you so much. I really happy to be a recipient.
of a $500 scholarship, if I didn't mention that.
That was very important too. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Congratulations. The next scholarship goes to Chancellor A. Congratulations, Chancellor. You're receiving a $500 scholarship. Chancellor is a sophomore at Howard University. She's from Upper Marlboro, Maryland, and she's majoring in environmental science. She is also, too, a Greater Washington alum. She's in college now, but she participated in the Center of Transformation last year. So congratulations to Chancellor. And I know, oh, she's on. Chancellor's on.
Thank you so much. This is her mom. She wasn't able to be here, but I wanted to accept on her behalf. Thank you so, so much.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you. And tell her we said congratulations.
I
The next
definitely
one,
will.
the next award goes to James C. He is a college junior at St. Leo. Congratulations, James, for your $500 scholarship. He is majoring in cybersecurity. And this year, Greater Washington gave $3,500 towards scholarships. And they wanted to make sure they earmarked it, one of the scholarships, to someone in the community that may not have been affiliated with the Boys and Girls Club, just to be able to give back to the community. So congratulations to James. And I just want to say, if anybody on here is not a club kid or you have a local Boys and Girls Club near you, I highly recommend connecting with the Boys and Girls Club. All right, that's my
Thank you
commercial
so very
plug.
much.
Thank you. Thank you. And congratulations. Kassar B. Congratulations, Kassar. You are the recipient of Boys and Girls Club of Greater Washington's $1,000 scholarship. Kassar is from Washington, D.C. He is a rising college freshman going to Towson. And I forgot to put your college, but Towson, but I do remember Towson in the fall, majoring in photography and videography. He is also a Boys and Girls Club kid from Greater Washington, from the Jelliff Club, and he's a participant of COT, Center of Transformation.
Thank you so much, Dr. Christie.
All right. Spend it well. Bring home some good grades, y'all.
I will.
All right. Next up is Lilani T. Lilani is receiving the first Magnus Temple #3 $1,000 scholarship. Woohoo! She is from Prince George, Virginia, and she is a rising freshman at Hampton University who's majoring in architecture. So, congratulations. And I don't know if I
Thank
see
you
you.
so much.
There you are. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. Next up, we have another Magnus Temple Scholarship recipient, Leo W. from Springfield, Virginia, who is a college freshman attending Hampton University, majoring in biology. And you are the proud recipient of a $1,000 scholarship. So, congratulations. And I don't know if she is on, so we will make sure we let her know she is a winner. Next up, Love It G. Congratulations, Love It. You're the recipient of a $500 scholarship for the Ultimus IT Scholarship. This actual donor is one of my neighbors. He owns his own IT firm. And I try to match scholarship donors with individuals who have like minded career professions. So, Lovett, you are the recipient. Lovett is from Manassas, Virginia, a high school senior this year, interested in computer engineering. So, congratulations, Lovett.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The next scholarship goes to Philip B. I love that reaction. Okay, let me pause. I hope I can go back and blow that up. Philip is the recipient of the Antioch Baptist Church $500 scholarship. He is a high school junior from Centerville, Virginia, and his career interest is mechanical engineering. I love the STEM babies, but hey, look, excellent job, Philip, and to all of you, whether you're STEM or not. But engineers are near and dear to my heart because y'all know I'm an engineer. The next
Thank you,
one,
Dr. Christie.
you're welcome. Sorry, I didn't pause. You're welcome, Philip. The next one, I'm so excited. The next scholarship is for Hannah P. You will receive the $500 Antioch Baptist Church scholarship, Hannah. Hannah is a rising junior at Howard University, the other HU, and she's from Portsmouth, Virginia, majoring in biology pre-med. Great job, Hannah.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm at work right now, but thank you.
You're welcome. Next up, Junie C. is a proud recipient of $250 for the Buffy Foundation Incorporated Scholarship. She's from Fairfax, Virginia, and she is a sophomore attending Northern Virginia Community College, majoring in health sciences and nursing. Congratulations, Junie.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're welcome. The next recipient, Anaya with an S. Hope I'm getting the picture and the name right because I think we had multiple Anayas. Congratulations for being a $500 recipient of the Buffy Foundation Incorporated Scholarship. Anaya is from Woodbridge, Virginia, and she is a rising senior at Virginia Commonwealth University, majoring in health, physical education, and exercise science. Congratulations. I don't know if she's on. I don't see her. All right. Next is Jonathan E. Congratulations. You'll receive a $500 Buffy Foundation scholarship. Jonathan is from Centerville, Virginia, and he's attending Pennsylvania State University as a rising junior, majoring in cybersecurity. Great job.
Thank you so much, Dr. Christie, and to the Buffy Foundation. Truly appreciate what you guys are doing.
Thank you. Thank you. Next up is Trevor W. You are also a $500 Buffy Foundation scholarship recipient. Trevor is from Lorton, Virginia. He's a senior in high school, and his career interest is in biology. Congrats, Trevor.
Thank you so much for this opportunity and the wonderful program you guys have made.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Next up is Dion Young. I said her full name, but Dion Y. She will also be a $750 recipient of the Buffy Foundation Incorporated Scholarship. Dion is pretty phenomenal. She is a first-year grad student who is in Cambridge, Massachusetts right now, attending Harvard University. She is majoring in education leadership, organizations, and entrepreneurship. So congratulations, Dion. I thought I saw her on. Yep, I see her on. She may be multitasking,
Yeah,
but she's
hopefully there's not too much noise in the background because I am multitasking from class too long ago. But I do want to say thank you to the Buffy Foundation and thank you, Dr. Christie, for hosting this and allowing me to be on the panel.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, next up, Ivy J. Woohoo! Ivy, congratulations. You are the recipient of the Flora J. Foshi Scholarship for $1,000. Let me tell
Thank
you,
you so much.
you are welcome. First, there's two reasons why I aligned you with this scholarship. One, your package was rated really high. Secondly, when your essay talked about your interest in nursing and you talked about where that influence came from with your grandmother, I knew that I needed to align you with my grandmother's scholarship. So this is my grandmother's scholarship, me and Cassandra's grandmother. I guess she's her grandmother too. Our grandmother's scholarship, but this was a well-deserving scholarship and it had your name all over it. So congratulations. Ivy is from Staples, Virginia, and a high school senior this year. So job well done. All right, next up, Primus. Primus is the recipient of the Ronald L. Chambliss Scholarship for $500. Congratulations. Primus is a college freshman from Portsmouth, Virginia, and he is attending my alma mater, the Hampton University, in the fall, majoring in business finance. Congratulations, Primus.
Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it.
And let me ask you a question. Are you, I think I read in your package that you were either interested or had an affiliation with Army ROTC. Is that what you're doing at Hampton?
Yes, ma'am.
And here's why that is so relevant for this scholarship. This scholarship was earmarked for individuals interested in military ROTC. And my father served his entire professional career as a naval officer in the U.S. Navy. And he's now deceased, but he would be so encouraged to know that this scholarship went to a fellow ROTC student. So congratulations.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. See, this is why it's always important, y'all, to share your interests, because you never know where it's going to connect to someone or to something that's in their heart and their spirit. So congratulations. Next up, for the Ronald L. Chambliss Scholarship for $200, congratulations to David M. from Smithville, Virginia. David is a rising senior at Old Dominion University, majoring in mechanical engineering and history. So congratulations, David.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Mom. Please tell David we said congratulations.
I certainly will. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. And let's see. Next up, River G. Congratulations. You'll be receiving $500 from the QW Consulting LLC Scholarship. Let me just say, River has some high engagement this weekend. River, I was very impressed with the questions you asked, your level of engagement. And River is a high school senior, interested in actually from St. Mary's, Georgia, interested in BFA dance. Now, I did not know what BFA was.
It's a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree.
Fine arts. So my recommendation, spell that out so that people don't have to go look for it. And I'm sorry, because I was thinking it was finance or an accounting. See how those acronyms might lead to something else. But congratulations nevertheless. And I intentionally aligned you with the QW Consulting LLC Scholarship. I don't know if you remember day one, Miss Quantier Williams talked about having a connection with dancers from Mariah Carey's group. And I said, oh, she's in dance. This is going to be a great connection. So congratulations to you.
Thank you so much to QW Consulting LLC and to Miss Quantier.
Thank you. And next up, Aiden B. Congratulations, Aiden. You will be receiving $300 from the Chambliss Consulting LLC program scholarship.
Thank you
Aiden
so
is
much.
You're welcome. Aiden is from Kingsland, Georgia, high school freshman. Remember, I told y'all freshmen through seniors? I think I hit every category this year. And his interest is in general education and business. And I do believe that is the last scholarship. That was 20 individuals out of 30. Let me just say, all of y'all did a phenomenal job. If Dr. Christie had had more money, I would have given every last one of y'all a scholarship. But I had to have a cutoff based on the quality of your applications. Next year, I hope to double the amount I have this year. Next year, I'm pushing for 25,000. So please don't be discouraged. Come back, join us again, but use the things that you learned from this year's summit to have an even better academic school year. No matter which year you are in school, use it to produce better quality work that really represents the best that you have to offer with excellence. So with that being said, Dr. Christie wants to thank you all. And I don't take your time lightly that you invested your entire weekend with me this year. Thank you for your time, your passion, and your engagement. And hopefully I will see you next year at the Youth Career and College Excellence Summit. Enjoy the rest of your Monday evening.
Thank you and have a good one.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Thank you, Dr. Christie.